Fastest selling cars in the United States of America, September 2025. Number 10, fastest seller, the Porsche 911. It has a 31-day supply of inventory. Porsche dealers only have 694 911s on their lot, yet they've sold 989 of them in the last 45 days. Oh my gosh, a $213,000 average transaction price is not turning off buyers. Dad, why is the Porsche 911 the number 10 fastest selling vehicle? And that 31 days supply, what does that mean?
Well, that means that at the current daily sales rate, it would take Porsche dealers 31 days to sell the 694 remaining 911s that are in inventory at the moment, even with an average transaction price in excess of $213,000.
So the lower that day's supply number is, means the faster these dealers would turn over all their inventory, like you said, based on how many cars they currently have and how fast the vehicles are selling right now. So at the number 9 spot, Dad, opposite end of the spectrum, the Chevrolet Malibu, it has a 30-day supply of inventory right now, only 624 on dealers' lots, yet 948 have sold in the past 45 days. Average selling price, $26,291. We could not have more opposite number 9 and number 10 vehicles on this list.
Well, considering the Porsche is 10x, what the Malibu is, yeah, you're well, maybe it's only 9x, but still. But then again, the Malibu is a discontinued model, and once those 624 are gone, they are gone for good.
And that's one of the really important concepts to remember here with the fastest selling vehicles. If the manufacturer is not replacing the inventory with new inventory, it could show up on this list as one of the fastest selling vehicles because, well, people are still buying it.
Yes,
it's not being replaced. So that's a dynamic to keep in mind here. Now, Dad, at the number 8 spot, we have our first of many Lexus or Toyotas on the list, the Lexus GX, a 27 days supply of inventory. So less than 1 month's worth of inventory on dealer lots right now. 2,435 of these vehicles for sale nationwide, yet dealers have sold 4,106 in the past month and a half. $80,000 price point, customers are not batting an eye. The GX is flying off the shelves. Then another Lexus at the number 7 spot.
Yes.
We've got the Lexus NX Hybrid, Dad. It also has a 27-day supply. 1,767 of this vehicle on dealer lots, yet they've sold almost 3,000, 2,914 in the past 45 days, closer to a $55,000 price point for this one. So Lexus showing you here, Dad, at the number 7 and 8 spots, there could be a big price disparity between their vehicles. They're still selling fast.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I don't think there's a Lexus out there that doesn't sell well at the moment. Okay, so now you're an old fart, and now you need Medicare, and you're thinking to yourself, where do I go? What do I do? Well, if you're like me, you don't really know where to go. And what's really better? Is it the Medicare Advantage or Supplement? I found a company called Chapter. They asked me a few questions, and before you know it, in 30 minutes, I got much better coverage at a cheaper price. And it turns out millions of others have coverage that's costing them thousands of dollars more than they should be paying. They looked at every option for me and saved me $91 a month on my Medicare supplement. $91 a month that I get to put towards, I don't know, a nice dinner out. I mean, I've earned it. I deserve it. If you're on Medicare, or will soon be, call them at 557-207-0445, or if you prefer, go online and go to askchapter.org/CarEdge and ask Chapter if they can save you money. It's simple, it's quick, and these guys are honest, unlike your typical car salesman.
Now, what's interesting here at the number 6 spot, we have a brand that has their name all over the slowest selling list, and it's also an EV, which is super interesting. At number 6, Dad, the Audi Q4 e-tron, a 23-day supply of inventory right now in the United States of America. This is, again, September 2025. This is the last month where federal tax credits are in place to help subsidize the purchase or lease of an electric vehicle. Dealers have 772 on their lots right now, brand spanking new. Yet in the past 45 days, they've sold 1,510 of them. $55,952 price point does not matter because people know that the tax subsidy is going away soon. And so we've got an EV and an Audi EV at that as our number 6 fastest seller in the United States.
And it wasn't too long ago that the Audi EV would have been on the slowest seller list. But with the demise of the federal tax credit, we can see how that is pulling sales ahead. Sales that might never have been are happening today on some of these EVs because, well, that tax credit's going away. And you can see that the number of EVs on this list is staggering.
Yeah, we're about to get into it here with our top 5, but it's also interesting, Dad. It's the picture of the tax credit going away, which is obviously people want to take advantage of the $7,500 that the government is giving them. And also the manufacturers realizing, okay, we're also in conjunction with that, going to increase our incentives to try and sell these vehicles, get rid of them. So it's a 1-2 punch here, obviously being brought on by the end of the tax credits, but really some incredible, especially lease deals for these electric vehicles. Let's run through the top 5. Number 5, Dad, another electric vehicle from Volkswagen, which is surprising because, again, go watch the slowest selling vehicles in September 2025, and Volkswagen's name is all over that list. The ID4 has a 22-day supply in the United States right now. Dealers have over 3,000 of them for sale, yet they've sold more than 6,100 in the last 45 days. $47,000 price point for a Volkswagen EV sounds pricey, but again, you factor in all the deals that Volkswagen's throwing out there, the deals that the dealers are making, and the tax credit. No wonder it's here on this list.
Oh, absolutely. And, there's still today, I believe the average transaction price for an EV in this country is north of $56,000. So to be able to get the Volkswagen ID4 for $47,000 seems like a relative bargain compared to that 56K.
Now, you can always see the day's supply of inventory and a target discount that you should be shooting for from the dealership with CarEdge Insights. Go back to caredge.com, go to the car search, and unlock that. Now, these are some unfamiliar names that we've mentioned recently, but now we're back to the promised land. Toyota with the Corolla has a 21-day supply, and Toyota with the Camry, coming at the number 3 spot, has a 19-day supply. Let's start with the Corolla, Dad. 21 days supply, 18,489 for sale nationwide. Yet dealers have sold almost 40,000 of this sedan in the past 45 days. That is such an astronomical number. $25,440 price point. The Camry, a little bit more expensive, has a 19-day supply, 24,000 of them for sale nationwide. And dealers have sold almost 60,000 of this sedan in the past 45 days at a $34,774 price point. Okay, we're back to reality. Toyota's on the list. That's what we're used to seeing here.
Oh, absolutely. And my guess is come October, Toyotas and Lexuses will be at the top of the list because by that time, EV sales will have fallen off a cliff.
Because here's the shocker, folks. Honda with the Prologue is at the number 2 spot, a 17-day supply. Your second fastest selling vehicle in the month of September 2025 is the Honda Prologue, a sentence I thought I would never say. Over 4,000 of them for sale nationwide, and dealers have transacted more than 11,000 of them in the last 45 days. $54,000 price point does not matter. All of those incentives, like we talked about, are moving the needle. Now, the number 1 fastest selling vehicle in the United States of America, if you're a Subaru executive, I guess you're doing jumping jacks. You're doing cartwheels. That's the word I was looking for. You're so excited right now. A 15-day supply for the Subaru Solterra is insane. 700 for sale nationwide, yet Subaru dealers have sold over 2,050 of them in the last 45 days. $41,625 price point. This is not normal. This is just a one-time thing. The Solterra has never been fast selling except for right now.
Yeah, when you consider that the only list that vehicle had been on in the past was the slowest selling list because it's not considered one of the better EVs out there. But with the incentives and the lease programs that are available, people are jumping on it.
Absolutely. Now, if you want to see the fastest selling vehicles in your neighborhood, go to caredge.com/fastest, and you can see all this data for your local state and city.